Good morning from Don Pedro Lake, Fleming Meadows Campground. We're going to start outside and then we're going to move inside, and I'm just going to go over everything that we have done and everything that needs to be done. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get started, and I'll walk you through some of the stuff. Okay, first we're going to hit the generator. Sorry about focusing, I'm doing this all on my phone, so I apologize. But here's the original Onan generator. It's got fuel coming to it, and also the mechanic said he checked out the solenoid. The solenoid is good. Just down here they spilled some oil and stuff. The generator is not froze up, so we know that. We're thinking it might be the carburetor, so we're going to have to tear into that. But he said he knows I want to keep everything original, so he said he's going to do his best to get this one going again. So let's move on here to the back. Okay, here's all the power stuff and everything. All the electrical works. We don't know why, because the lights fuse is missing, but it is working. And I'm hooked up to power now. My second water tank back there is still leaking, so I'm running my water levels lower than what they should be, which I will be putting a little water back in it today to get that squared away. Everything is hooked up, everything's working great. I got to cover these holes here to keep some of the cool air in, some of the hot air out. But as you can see, everything's hooked up. We just don't know why someone would change the lighting fuses on this thing. He's going to tear into that and try to figure out what's going on with that. Like I said, we got new hoses. We got all the connections here that we didn't need. I had to back up extra far yesterday because I had a second line on there and it started leaking. So I backed up and I took care of that. We have no more gray water, dark water, or drinking water leaking anymore. I took care of all that yesterday, as it should have been done a while back, but that's okay. It's taken care of now. Now let's move around over here to the side. This is my propane system. Now the stove and oven do work, but we had to shut that off because one of the lines started leaking. So I'm just cooking with my Coleman stove. I'm cooking with the microwave and the barbecuer until the mechanic gets the propane fixed. He said that's going to be another one of his projects that he tears into for me. So we are slowly getting it all taken care of. And when we get it taken care of, I will most definitely let you all know. Now over here is the back of the refrigerator. Sorry about being focused the way it is. I apologize. As you can see, a lot of rust on the back of that refrigerator, but she's working, so we're not messing with it at this time. We're going to go ahead and keep moving forward. There's a lot of noise and stuff going on at the other campsite, but that happens. And this here's behind the stove area as well. As you can see, that all looks really good. That looks really good. and we're not having no issues with it right now, so we're not gonna mess with it. We got all the wiring hooked up, like I said, everything. We're hooked up to all the city plumbing and everything. No leaks, anything like that. So we're good to go there. These tires I know are the original. I should have changed them out, but I didn't. They're triple tread and they're tubed. So I really have no issues. I mean, I know they're weather checked a little bit. I need to add some more paint to the rims. But otherwise, I mean, they're really good. They're really good. My daughter, bless her heart, she painted up the front. And the original horns are on here, but I like the fact that they put these air horns on here. So I'm going to run with them. I'm going to keep the air horns. And like I said, these tires are the original. They're weather checked on the outside, but they have tubes in them. And like I said earlier, they are triple tread, so I'm not going to really worry about them too much. We're running the American flag on it because that's in honor of all of you, and for in honor of 9/11, because I've been up here since Monday, in honor of 9/11, and for everybody that's keeping these time capsules on the road. The other issue we're having is the bathroom. Okay, the reason I showed you the bathroom is simply because the floor does need to be replaced and the toilet is leaking. I had the silicone around the drain of the shower because the water was running out and running down the side of the motorhome. Since I put the silicone around it, it's going straight out the gray tank like it's supposed to. I did fix the front. We're going to do some painting on it. We checked out all the wood. There's no mold or anything like that, so we put it all back in place, and we're going to get it painted up. And as you can see, there was no mattress up there, so it was really bad, so we had to get rid of it. The air conditioner here does work, and it gets really cool. It really gets nice and cool, so we're enjoying the heck out of that. I'm going to go ahead and shut it back off because it's really nice in here right now. I did want to show as well, and I apologize, I got to do some dishes. Sorry for it looking so messy, but I've been staying in here. And as you can see, these original curtains here, I am going to be taking those down. I'm going to be getting rid of them, and I'm going to be putting some more up because they're so tattered and torn and wore out. It's not going to be worth trying to save them. The bedroom curtain is really good. Nothing wrong with it. The slides across and everything, no problem there. I got to put curtains in the back. I've been using them paper curtains for right now, just temporarily till I can get the curtains up. Here's the refrigerator. Freezer works. Can't open the door all the way, I apologize. Freezer works, got all my meat frozen. Got my cold beers in there, water, other food, got my eggs and everything, so I'm good to go there. These pieces here I found here in the motorhome, and I was able to put that all back together. This wall up here, we need to take care of it because it's messed up. We're going to repair instead of replace. I have a friend of mine that can fix that up. We have two closets here. This one's a full clothing closet. This one it's full of shelves. This is the original microwave. I apologize on the focusing. And it does work. I need to clean it, but it does work. I put this little piece on here because this door kept opening up. The water works, so we have no issues there. I wanted to show you too, I have on this wall the cooking instructions for the microwave, and it's Emerson Radio Corp, and it's got all the cooking instructions. It's got other labels up here that you can't really read because they're all wore out. Let me see if I can get that in focus there. There we go. Sorry about that. And it's got other parts up here about the label for operating the microwave there. And as you can see, this microwave here is the old turn dials. It's none of the digital and stuff like that. So I'm real happy with that. And I have a friend of mine that said he is able to fix this table because it's got a little bow in it. And he said he's able to fix that to where it'll straighten back out, and I'm not going to have to worry about getting rid of it. So we're real happy about that. This is a 12-volt light. This one's a regular electric. This is one side the 12-volt. You know, and the stove, like I said, okay. Okay, I gotta figure out why that's not. Coming on. But we'll get that figured out. We'll figure that out and try to see what's going on. Alright, and the other thing here I wanted to get into real quick is the carburetor. We have that manual choke up there. I don't know if I'm focusing it right. And the cable comes down and over that way. But the carburetor here, the manual choke here, the electric choke, wasn't hooked up and didn't have no power going to it. So the mechanic fixed that up. And when I first bought this, 1 and 3 over here on the spark plugs was crossed. And one of these spark plug wires here was not even on. So we took and got that taken care of. She's running good now. The electric choke is working. But we still have to rebuild the carburetor. He wired it down here. He wired it back here for the electric choke. It only comes on when the key is on, and when the key is off, it goes off. So we don't have to worry about that. The electric choke is working. As you can see, the carburetor is really dirty. It's really nasty. Like I said, we have to replace, well, not replace. We're keeping the original carburetor. We're just going to rebuild it. So that we're going to take care of. There was all kinds of wires and everything. This had a overdrive on it. We took it off. It wasn't even hooked up anyway, so we got rid of it. So we took care of that. And now we're going to get back on it. We're going to rebuild the carburetor, get that squared away. She doesn't run hot. Climbing the hill, she dropped down to about 40. I was able to pass a pickup truck pulling a big trailer, so she's got the power if I need it. I really don't put much into it in the pedal because I want to get the carburetor rebuilt first. So I'm really babying her. My grandson named it Bumpies. He's only 4, but he calls it Bumpies whenever Grandpa takes him on a trip. And he really enjoys the motorhome. He tells me it's his. And told him, yeah, when Grandpa passes, Grandpa will it to him. So it'll be his Bumpies. For now, I'm gonna go around, lock everything back up. The service up here is not that good. It's going to take quite a while to get this downloaded, but I wanted to walk you through and show you some things that needed to be done, show you some things that we did do so we can keep this time capsule on the road. I'm still going to make curtains up here because the curtains that are up here are completely shot, so we're just going to make it old school, enough to cover it up and leave it alone. And then we're going to get everything else taken care of. Like I said, this evening I'm going to make a second video. We're going to have a bonfire, going to have some cold beers, going to have some chili dogs, and sit down tonight and talk. And I'm going to show you the mountains and stuff like that. I've seen a couple of coyotes up here, a lot of rabbits, a lot of birds. And we're just going to sit back, relax, and enjoy the evening. So God bless each and every one of you. Please go down, hit the like, hit the share, and if you could, please subscribe. We're really working on trying to get this taken care of. Hopefully get a sponsor or two. That would really be good. So God bless. Please help keep these time capsules on the road and enjoy life, because that's what we all have. Enjoy life. So God bless, and thank you all very much from Traveling Grandpa. See you all on the next video. Bye-bye.